Hi and welcome back to another rebuild. We're coming back to England and we're going to be taking over the Magpies at Newcastle United. Their trophy cabinet has been very sparse of late. I think the last trophy coming in, not quite sure actually, about 10 years ago maybe, when they won promotion back to the Premiership. I think by winning the Championship, I think that's when it was. Can't quite remember. We'll have a look at them details in just a second. But other than that, it has been a very long time winning a trophy. So this is where we come in for the next 5 seasons, where we will try and rebuild them as best to our capabilities and win them as many trophies as we can, and put them back on top of the Premier League, where they probably rightly deserve to be, being one of the bigger clubs in the Premiership. Enjoyed their greatest era during the 1900s. Proud of the history they have, boasting a total of 17 competition wins. They've won the English top flight the last time 1927 and finishing in runners-up twice. They've won the FA Cup 6 times and they won the UEFA Europa League in 1969. So the FA Cup, the last one in 1955. Wow, that's a very long time ago. And the league, like I say, 1927. Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do if we're going to put them back on the top of English football and have them playing European football once again. The favoured formation and players with 1 DM, 2 midfielders. Probably switch that to have either 2 DMs or move the DM to cam position possibly. We'll see what sort of players that we have got. So first look at the finances before we delve into the team. £5 million transfer budget and 3 million in wages a week. That's not too bad. We have got about 200,000, so that's quite nice. Whether or not we will need some extra players, I don't know. We'll have a look at the side though. Staffing situation doesn't look too bad actually. They obviously need to improve. They've got a lot of recruitment staff. Wow, 14 out of 16 scouts. They don't look that impressive, to be fair. And the coaching staff, we've got 6 spaces for coaches, so that's quite good as well. So we can get them to be one of the best coaches in the Premiership. So that's pretty decent, and the medical staff isn't too bad either. So this is the current squad. Looks pretty large. Let's have a look at the ages of some of them. So they have got a lot of players above 30 and above. Goalkeeper Carriers, I'm not too concerned because they're probably coming into his own now. A few goalkeepers actually. Nick Pope as well. He's 31. Okay, they've got some decent goalkeepers. 4 goalkeepers. Wow. Okay, I don't think we need that many. Dubravka, I would probably look to move him along, and definitely some of the other ones as well. But Nick Pope and Carriers, I probably aim to hang on to if I can. But they have got some other players on there like Trippier. 32 years old, probably could use him for a season or 2 till we get somebody better at that position. 17 is the youngest, Lewis Miley, a cam or DM or midfield, whichever way he likes to play. Got good potential on him. Stats don't look too bad. So if we look by ability first, so they have got quite a few good players in here. Trippier, like I say, Bruno, excellent stuff. Very good in the midfield or DM. Where would you play him? Probably midfield actually. Or, I mean, to be fair, DM role would suit him as well. Alexander Isaac as well, forward. We'll try and get the best out of him. Tonali for another DM. I think we've got a DM sorted if we go in that route. Botman, excellent defender as well, which is decent. Another striker in Callum Wilson. Could we attempt to go 2 up front or let them battle it out between the pair of them? Joe Linton as well. Midfield, cam or left wing. I can see why they wanted midfielders in here now and then 1 DM. So maybe that might be the way to go forward. We'll see if we got any decent cams in here. But yeah, they got some decent ones. Any with high potential? Any young ones that we haven't seen yet? Anthony Gordon. Oh, excellent stuff. Left wing, right wing. Can play cam as well. Anderson, Livramento, right back. I remember using him in a rebuild once and he was very good. And he grew to be very solid as well. Injured, like Willock, he's out for 4 months. And Kraft, he's out for 4 months as well. A few out on loan also. I think it's not a bad side, to be honest. I think it's just a case of getting a decent formation together and getting the best out of them. So with no movement in the market, £5 million was just not enough to do anything with. So we've gone with the side that we have. We've renewed some contracts and we'll just have to make do for this season. Hopefully next season they'll give us more. So to begin with, we've locked in Livramento, Tonali, Joe Linton and Bruno and Gordon on that left hand side. I want him to get as much game time as he can over there, and also our 3 midfielders. They're the best we've got, but if we pick our best 11, they will move around, so hence why I've locked them into them particular positions. We've started off brilliantly in the Premier League with a 4-1 win over Luton, Brentford 3-0 and 1-0 over Sheffield United. Our test starts this month really, Man City, Arsenal and Everton twice. So currently we're lying second in the table, 3 for 3, and we've got PSG, Porto and Shakhtar in the group stage of the Champions League. We are predicted to finish in 4th position, would you believe? So I'll take that all day long. I'm hoping we can stay there and get ourselves Champions League football once again, because no doubt the money will come in handy, as we have got a lot of players to replace, as they are all starting to age a little bit and on the wrong side of 30, unfortunately. So let's delve into our first season and see how we get on. Well, we didn't get a better position than Newcastle in real life. However, we did get European football for next season, so we've beaten them on that score. We have made it to the Europa League Conference, I think it is. We lost 16 games this season, 19 wins, so half, including a 5-2 loss to Man City in there and 2 3-0s to Tottenham and Everton. We did lose to Chelsea and Liverpool and United, but not by that much in the end. Liverpool in the league. We are some way off, 24 points from Liverpool. Although it was very close between Chelsea and Man City, chasing them as well. And Arsenal not far behind either. It's Wolves, Everton and Sheffield United that go down. I'm surprised that Everton didn't quite make it this time round. Isaac, though, gets second leading goal scorer behind Haaland in the race for the Golden Boot, so that's pretty good. And apart from that, we didn't really feature anywhere. Competitions, well, we didn't win anything, so that's slightly worse as well. 4th round knocked out by Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, 2-1 away from home. 4th round defeat by Derby in the FA Cup, 4-3 away from home. There's a theme here. We don't like playing away from home. They're a League One outfit and we lost. That's embarrassing. And then the Champions League, we get to the round of 16 where we lose to Inter 6-2 after a 2-2 draw first leg, and then we get hammered 4-0 in the second. How did we fare in the group stage? We did finish second behind PSG and ahead of Porto as well. So we did beat Porto twice and Shakhtar twice, but we did lose to PSG twice. And to be fair, they weren't that far apart either. Squad-wise, how did they fare as well? So 33 goals for Isaac. Joe Linton weighs in with 14. 12 for Anthony Gordon, which is really good on that left-hand side. That's perfect for the 23-year-old. Almerion, 10 and 8 on that right-hand side, I'm guessing. Joe Willock, he did get some game time in the end as well. 24 off the bench. Harvey Barnes, I would have liked to see him develop a little bit more. Maybe Almiron was taking his spot there a little bit, maybe. Bruno, 5 and 17, not bad. 4 and 10 for Trippier as well, actually. He did get some game time. 12 assists for Tonali in that DM role. And our goalkeeper, Nick Pope, yeah, I think we might, depending what we have, we might have to start thinking about looking at a decent goalkeeper as well, if there's any out there. But other than that, we may have to stick with Pope or Dubravka maybe, or even Karius. Livramento, 6 assists. Would like to have seen more, but he has still got potential in him. So, and he's only 21 years old. So definitely one we don't need to worry about that position just yet, I don't think. Going into next season, oh my word. From 5 million last season, we've been given 224 million this season. Wow, that's amazing. 80% of the transfer revenue as well. Oh my word, I definitely think we can start replacing some of the older players. But that is, wow, that's a lot. So quite a lot of movement going about in the transfer market. We did spend our money, that's for sure. But going out the door, we do say goodbye to Jacob Murphy, goes to West Ham for 14.25 million. And also for some money, Fraser goes to Alves for 7.5. A few others going out on a free, like Hackett and Alex Murphy. And a few others going out on loan as well, which paved the way to bring in some players which I think we were in desperate need of. So first of all is Lewis Hall from Chelsea for £28 million. Mazzala support in the midfield. I think it's another young player that we can have in and have as a great backup. Next up is Sporting Inacio, player at the back, £51 million. Again, perfect for the position. as a ball playing defender. He can definitely pass the ball. He's got good at marking, great concentration, and also can head and jump at the same time as well, which is always handy. Next up for £75 million from Tottenham is Udogie, left back. Again, another young player with a lot of potential, and he's very, very quick. From Brighton, £35 million. We're bringing a goalkeeper, a 22-year-old. All our goalkeepers are aging. We needed some young blood in there, and he's got amples of potential in him, especially when we bought him at least anyway. He's 6'4". He's got a good jumping reach. He's got aerial reach, can command the area as well. His passing is great. One-on-ones, not too bad. Reflexes, pretty good as well. So I think for a 22-year-old, for the time being at least anyway, we'll see how he does. From Benfica for £24 million, we're bringing Orkun Kuku, Turkish midfielder, but we're going to be playing him as a cam player. He can take long shots. He's very good at passing. Great technique. Vision is superb. And he's got composure, which is going to be quite handy in front of goal. And finally, from Chelsea for £18 million, we bring in Datro Fofana, who can play on the right wing. He can also play up front as well, so be a very, very good backup as we try to offload Wilson, who's now into his 30s. I don't think we have offloaded him, so we weren't successful in that, but he isn't registered, so he won't be playing. So at the minute, we have locked in Livramento and Koku in the cam position and left back. But if we do pick our best 11, it does turn out like this. Isaac up front, Joe Linton and Gordon. On the wings, we've got Bruno, Tonali in the midfield. Trippier comes in on the right-hand side, hence why we locked in Livramento. And Pope comes in as well, but we're going to lock the other goalkeeper in now, seeing that. But Inacio, Botman and Udogie all come in as well. I'm not going to complain, so far so good. 4 Premiership games with 3 wins and a draw. And then we had to play a qualifying round in the Conference League UEFA Cup, where we beat Zurich 3-0 and drew 2-2 at home, which was very, very disappointing. The Conference League, we have picked up Sevilla, Sofia, Charleroi, Hajduk, Zoria, Laon. I think is that 6 games we get to play? Wow. Not an awful lot of games. And we've got Leicester in the Carabao Cup next round. We are lying second in the table currently, unbeaten after 4 games. Really? We are, by my reckoning, predicted to finish 17th in this group? Okay, hopefully we can prove them wrong. So let's jump into our second season and let's see if we can at least bring home this trophy. Get to the end of season 2 and we finish in 8th position, so another lowly position outside the top 7. However, we do get Europa League, which suggests, finishing that low down, we may have won a competition. So we'll have a look at see which one that is in just a second. But 8th place finish, like I say, 60 points, 8 points off 7th placed Chelsea. Liverpool finishing 6th. Arsenal run away with it by 6 points from Man City. And Aston Villa are the surprise package there in the top 4. Isaac, he does get 3rd place in the Golden Boot, with Haaland getting 31 in front of Son of Tottenham 28. But Koku gets the most assists for the league, 15. Superb. Competition wise, wow, okay, yes, we have won a competition. We have won the Europa Conference League. Superb stuff with a 3-0 win over Roma in the final. So the league phase, where did we finish? We finished in 5th position. 5 wins. Laon 7-0. Zoria, Hajduk, Charleroi, CSKA, Sofia. So very, very good wins there. The 1 draw against Sevilla. That's probably expected, I guess. 15 goal difference as well. 16 points, 2 behind Montpellier, who finished 6 for 6. Along with 3 other teams, Olympiacos, Roma and Borussia Mönchengladbach as well. We go straight into the round of 16 where we smash Hajduk Split. Wow, look at that, 12-3 over 2 legs. Absolutely demolished them. Funnily enough, we did not have a top goal scorer in the competition. Crazy. Quarterfinals, 5-3 over Borussia Mönchengladbach. We have to beat the better teams in this competition. And the semi-finals, we beat Montpellier, who did finish unbeaten. We beat them 5-4. Thanks to a 3-2 second leg victory. The FA Cup, we got beat by Liverpool after extra time 3-2. Aston Villa winning the other semi-final by the same score and in extra time as well, of which Liverpool win it on penalties. So very, very close towards the end there. And the 4th round by Wolves in the Carabao Cup, where we lose out on penalties. So games that we went out very, very narrowly as well. Squad-wise, Isaac, 32 goals and 6. Superb. Joe Linton, 21 and 12. Not bad going at all. Coco, 20 and 26. Absolutely superb. 46 goal contributions from that cam position. Almiron as well, 13 and 8. 8 and 9 for Anthony Gordon on that left-hand side or right-hand side, whichever side he was playing on. Inacio, 6 goals as well. Everybody really getting involved. 11 assists for Bruno, which is nice. And what about our goalkeeper? So Pope and Verbruggen did share it in the end. I'm assuming Verbruggen did get a few injuries then to allow Pope to get in there. But 41 conceded in 36. Slightly better than the 33 conceded in 24 by Pope, with 13 clean sheets as well. He's worth £114 million, is Verbruggen. We're going to have to look after this boy, I tell you. So again, into next season, wow, again, massive amounts of money. We are going to have to make use of this and go again. We've got the European trophy, as in the Conference League. Let's see if we can win the Europa League, maybe gain a few more spots up the table as well. Starting with the outs, we do collect £41.5 million through the sale of Dan Burn. He's gone to Saint Etienne. Crystal Palace pick up 2 players for up to £30 million. Shaw and Almerion. £5 million. Genoa pick up Kraft. And also we lose Harrison, which is up to £2 million. And then a couple of loan players, including Trippier. We decided to let him go out on loan. We couldn't offload him. Nobody wanted to buy him. Only to allow some of our youngsters to play in that position, because he was taking up that space regardless. He was our best wing back. But at 34 years old, we do need to sort of offload him at this point and let some of the youngsters come through. Which means we did spend a hefty amount of money, including £200 million nearly from Borussia Dortmund. It was by mistake. I didn't realise that I'd picked Dortmund as our go-to team to pick players up. They were available and our scouts picked them. Jamie Gittens, a youngster, 21 years old, to play on the left wing. He looks absolutely superb. Not bad at all. We also pick up Schlotterbeck as well, another defender. We needed some more backup. We've only got 2 really, Inacio and Botman, and he can compete for a centre-back position as well. But again, stats-wise, he looks amazing as well. And also we pick up Makuko forward. We're going to let go of Fofana. So with him and Isaac up front, they can battle it out between them. But this season, I think we're going to lock Makoko in. He's got bags of potential, and we know how good he is later on in the game. And finally, from AC Milan, we do pick up £30 million Filippo Terracciano, 22-year-old right back. Again, amples of potential, and definitely one for the future. £30 million, again, I think it's a bargain. So like I say, we have locked in a few players, some of the youngsters. And Verbruggen, we're going to lock him in this season, see if he can come to his potential sooner rather than later. Otherwise, we will be looking for another goalkeeper and have him as a backup. But if we pick our best 11, Joe Linton's still on that left-hand side. Gordon, Koku and Isaac up top. Bruno, Tonali, then we got Terracciano, Schlotterbeck, Botman, Udogi and Verbruggen, which isn't too bad. I'm very pleased to say that we are unbeaten in the first 3 games of the Premiership, with a win over Tottenham and Chelsea, with Sunderland a 0-0 draw away from home in between. Very bizarre set of results there. Happy against the 2 London clubs, but Sunderland, really? Come on, boys. The Europa League, we picked up Transport, Ajax, Rangers, Aris, Young Boys and Real San Sebastian, together with Partizan and FC Stoya Bucharest. I'm expecting to go through it again and quite far in this competition. We're lying second in the Premiership after them 3 games. I'm looking at the Europa League. Does that mean we're predicted to finish 11th? I would like to say we could easily get top 8 and possibly minimum semi-final, I think, in this competition. We've drawn Shrewsbury in the Carabao Cup next round, so let's jump into our 3rd season. Let's see if we can bring home another European trophy, and let's see if we can add a domestic trophy to that as well. climbing that table, that's for sure. A 5th place finish this time, and a Champions League spot as well. 20 wins, 10 draws, only 8 losses this time. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Only 40 goals conceded as well. That's probably a testament to our young goalkeeper as well, that we decided to keep in and let him have a go, and he's done well. I assume he's done pretty well. 29 goal difference, 70 points. 6 points off of 4th place Liverpool, and only 15 off eventual winners Man City, who win it 4 points from Arsenal. We don't have anybody in the top 3 apart from Koku with 12 assists, with Ben Chilwell of Chelsea getting 14, and Tonali 11 yellow cards. But we do win the Europa League with a 3-0 win over Manchester United. Absolutely good stuff there. We don't have anybody in the top 3 again apart from Verbruggen with 10 clean sheets. Disappointing we're not scoring many goals though, but a 3-0 win over United, which is absolutely fantastic stuff. But in the league phase, we finished 2nd. Wow, 8 for 8. We won all our games. Anything big in there? Real San Sebastian we beat 1-0, Ajax 2-1, Rangers we beat. But everybody else, they've been really close in this competition. So we went straight to the round of 16 where we played Lazio and beat them 3-0 over the 2 legs. Quarters, we played Ajax. We beat them 4-2. And the semi-finals, we dispatched Rennes 3-0 with Manchester United going 5-2 over Sevilla. So another European trophy in the bag. Maybe we might go next year for the Champions League, who knows. But the quarterfinals, we get knocked out in the FA Cup by Arsenal 2-0 at home. Disappointing not to go far in that competition, although quarterfinals isn't a bad shout. And the 4th round in the Carabao, where we lost to Brentford 1-0. Overall, not too bad. We're climbing the table. We get another European trophy. Squad-wise, we have Gittins. Not doing too bad on that left-hand side, is he? 17 goals, 13 assists. Wow. What a start for the youngster. He's only 21 as well. Gordon on the other side, 17 and 3. 16 and 7 for Makoko. Not bad in his first shout up front on his own. Isaac not far behind him though. 14 goals from 2 starts. 54 off the bench. If he's quite happy to keep doing that, then we'll have it as it is. But Makoko's bags of potential still left, so we'll give him another season. But yeah, 16 goals, not too bad at all. Koku 11 and 15, which isn't too bad either. Udogi 13 assists, 11 for Bruno. Teresiano, how did he do? 1 and 3. I would expect a little bit better than that. I was hoping at least anyway. Livramento 40 off the bench with 1 and 2, which isn't too bad. And look at that, our goalkeeper though, 46 conceded in 53 with 24 clean sheets. That's pretty good. Nick Pope still got a few games though, conceding 6 in 7. I mean, overall, I think it's a lot better this season. So next season, what we've been given, another £230 million to spend to improve the side even more. Transfers out, Jamal Lewis goes to Lazio for £11.5 million. And also we lose Longstaff as well. He's gone to Burnley for 18. So that did give us some more money. We didn't really need it, to be perfectly honest, and I kind of struggled to spend it. So the following transfers: Carlos Gomez from PSV, £43 million. A winger is going to challenge Gordon on that right hand side, although if Gordon goes over to the other one, then Gittins is going to have a little bit of a problem as well. So they're all young players which are very good, and he's quite quick. We also bring in from Freiburg for £56 million, Killen Sildilla, defender or a wing back, and he looks really good as well actually. 24 years old, very quick, got some very nice stats on him as well. He can take a long throw as well. We also bring in another goalkeeper, £8 million to lose. Popes went out on a free, I think it was. He'd gone to Celtic, but Restes comes in for £8 million. Very cheap actually. I think he was in the last 6 months of his contract or something like that. But yeah, very nice to have him as a backup. Finally, we bring in Pape Matar Sarr from Tottenham for £85 million. Easily our highest spending this summer. Another midfielder. I think we need some competition in that midfield role, and I think this 23-year-old will do the job for us as well. Can play either as the DM or midfield. Absolutely very ecstatic to have him in the side as well. Definitely strengthen our midfield. So our formation is a little bit bizarre this time round. we don't seem to be getting any joy out on our wing backs. So we're pushing them up or pushing them out. So we're going to go 3 at the back. Udogie pushing up on the left-hand side. We've got Tonali probably. So if we pick our best 11, this is what it comes out as. And it looks very, very strong actually. Very excited to see what this does. We just seem to be struggling to get into that top 4. And I think we could possibly do it this way around. The only other option is go 2 up front. I really want to have Moukoko up there. But Isaac seems to be the better option at the moment. But so far, so good. We've only had 2 defeats, one in the friendlies against Lens, and then we played the Super Cup and we win that against Real Madrid 2-1 using that formation. I can't believe it. They had Valverde sent off in the 87th minute, even though they got one back in the 88th. But it is Koku that gets 2 goals for us by the half hour, and that sets us up for another European trophy. We do love European trophies, that has to be said, but I want that league. So our Premiership, so far we've had that 1 defeat against Brighton 3-2. That's after beating Bournemouth, West Ham and Forest. But to lose off the back of a Real Madrid game, it does kind of hurt, but it was a couple of days later. The Champions League, we have been drawn up against Salzburg, Real Madrid again, Arsenal, Freiburg, Marseille, Bayern Munich, Copenhagen and Stuttgart. Yeah, that's going to be quite tough this season, I feel. But I think we can progress past the group stage. I'm hoping. We are predicted to finish 17th in the group, so that's not too bad actually, considering. But we are lying second in the table. 3 wins from 4, with Manchester United sitting top. So let's delve into our 4th season and let's see if we can bring home some sort of domestic trophy other than a European Cup. Right, season 4 has just ended and look at that. We have finished in 2nd spot, only just missing out on the top spot really by 4 points in the end. We lost the same amount of games, but we drew 2 games more, which were very, very costly by looks of things. 90 goals scored this season, which is phenomenal. 25 wins from 38. That's pretty big as well. We beat even Man City to 2nd spot. Chelsea, Liverpool are below us. Manchester United are 9th, with West Ham, Leeds and Bristol City all going down. Haaland is leading goal scorer, with Isaac closely behind just by 5 goals. So we are starting to improve. Not Moukoko, unfortunately, but Isaac obviously taking the mantle up top, with Gordon getting 13 assists, the same as Saka as well of Arsenal. Competitions, Carabao Cup. We get to the final and we miss out. We lost 3-1 to Chelsea. That's so unfortunate. We could have got ourselves a domestic trophy, which we're so much begging for, but it's not happening just yet. FA Cup, we get knocked out by Tottenham 1-0 in the 4th round. Again, I would have expected to go a little bit further than that, but again, unfortunate to come across another Premiership side so earlier on in the competition. And the Champions League, we get knocked out in the round of 16 by Inter 5-2. Even though we did draw 2-2 in the second leg, the 3-0 first leg deficit was just a little bit too much. Tottenham go through against AC Milan though. The round of 16, we did beat Marseille 6-3 over the 2 legs, despite losing 3-1 in the second leg. Wow. And the group phase, where did we finish? We did finish 17th with 4 wins. Copenhagen, Freiburg, Arsenal and Salzburg. We drew with Real Madrid, which isn't a bad result, but we lost with Stuttgart. I would have expected to win if we drew with Real Madrid. Marseille, who we beat later on, we lost, and Bayern Munich. The eventual winners, Leipzig 2-0 against Inter. Squad wise, 27 goals for Isaac and 6 assists, 15 and 18 for Gordon, which is very good indeed. Koku 12 and 13, fantastic. Anderson 11 and 6, 10 and 12 each for Gomez and Gittins from that left hand side, so that's pretty good. With Saar getting 7 and 6 in the midfield. Everybody getting involved. 9 assists there for Lewis Millie, who's out on loan. But 81 goals conceded by goalkeeper Verbruggen. I do think we need to think about getting another goalkeeper. We're conceding an awful lot of goals here. So maybe we need to delve into the market yet again. Restes is still here though. So maybe we give him an opportunity this season, possibly. But next season we have been given a war chest of £204 million, which is fantastic. We've had a very, very good transfer window war chest, so the last season's no exception. So we've had quite an eventful summer. So we'll start off with the outs first, where we bring in £182 million to add to the kitty. Majority of that money's come from Bruno. He's gone to Al Hilal. We're up to £133 million for the 29-year-old. We couldn't really say no. To be perfectly honest, could he be holding us back? We just don't know. So we took a gamble, and like I say, 29-year-old at that amount of money, we literally bit their hands off them. Joe Linton, he's gone to Atletico Madrid for 47 million. Willock has gone to Leeds for up to 17, and we've lost Fofana to Southampton for 13.5 million pounds as well. So quite a few players going out. Restes has gone out on loan to Juventus. He's not getting the game time, as you'll see in just a second. And Kual as well, a youngster, who's gone to West Ham as well, who's not too bad actually. He's doing pretty well out on that right wing. So this set us up for a bumper transfer window. So first up for Real Madrid for £95 million, Arda Güler. He comes in for the right hand side position. So him and Koku, both Turkish. I think they'll do very, very well together. I mean, look at these stats. They look absolutely insane for the 22-year-old. From Atalanta for £36 million, we're bringing Matteo Ruggeri, a left back or left wing back. I realised we hadn't got an extra one for Udogie, so as a backup we only have Udogie, so if he gets injured we are kind of a little bit stuffed on that left hand side. So we're bringing another one for a backup. From Valencia for £60 million, we're bringing another midfielder because we lost Bruno, which is pretty decent. Xavi Guerra, 24-year-old Spanish, and as you can see on the right hand side we have got Sarr, Tonali, Guerra, Koku, Güler. So we've got a lot of players that can play in this position, which is absolutely amazing. And we've got top quality players that can come off the bench as well. And finally from Arsenal, I was in two minds whether to go for another goalkeeper, and we spent big, £130 million. We bring Aaron Ramsdale. There wasn't anybody out there that the scouts picked up that could really suit us, and because we needed homegrown players as well, Aaron Ramsdale fit the bill superbly. Deal him off Arsenal as well, who did that. I think they won the league last season. It has cost us over 350 grand a week though in wages, but for a player of this quality who's got at least 3-4 seasons left in him, I think it's a steal. So if we pick our best 11, we've got Ramsdale in goal, Sedilla, Schlotterbeck, Botman, Tonali, Udogie, Guerra, Gordon, Ukoku, Arda, Güler, Isaac. I'm still trying to get in Mikuku. I'm very tempted to lock him in. However, I want to go for it this season and win trophies, and I want that league as well as maybe go far in the Champions League as well. So we've got to go all out and have our best players on song. So this is a side which I probably would have picked as well. And as you can see, results have gone our way apart from one. We beat Coventry 3-1, we drew with Sheffield United, beat Southampton, Forest, and recently Leyton Orient in the Carabao Cup third round. The Champions League, we've got Sporting, Man City, Borussia Dortmund, Galatasaray, Napoli, Bayern Munich, Celtic and Victoria Pleasant. I have to say I'm very confident in going through at this stage. We're lying fourth in the table, 2 points behind the leaders Manchester United and Chelsea, level on points with Tottenham and Man City. All unbeaten, which is nice, and so Brentford actually, but they've drawn 3 games. We are looking like predicting to finish 12th in the Champions League phase. I don't mind as long as we qualify to the next round. So let's go ahead and simulate our final season. Let's see if we can pick up some domestic trophies as well as going far in this Champions League as well. We have done it. Miracles do happen, and the 5th season has come and gone, and we finished top of the table, 2 points clear of Manchester City, where we win our last 3 games, almost throwing it away with 2 draws at the beginning. Man City, same with them, 3 wins, 2 draws. We only lost 3 games all season to Man City, Manchester United and Tottenham. Wow. Chelsea finished below us. I mean, everybody finishes below. Tottenham in 7th place, Liverpool 9th, which is wow, and Leicester, Southampton, Coventry all go down. Coventry go down with 20 points, losing the last 5 games. Forest make a resurgence into a European spot though, with 5 wins in the last 5 games. Isaac not quite getting the golden boot. Haaland yet again coming tops with 32 goals. Koku, however, gets 14 assists, the most in the league as well. And Ramsdale, what a buy he turned out to be in the end. 16 clean sheets and Golden Glove winner as well. And he gets most man of the match awards as well for our side, which is superb. Money well spent, I feel. And look at that, competition-wise as well. We win the FA Cup as well. Well, we don't win a domestic trophy right through the rebuild, and then 2 of them come at once. The league and cup double. Magic stuff. So who did we beat in the final? It was Everton at 2-0 with Isaac leading goal scorer in the competition. But yeah, that is really, really good. Semi-final, we beat Stoke 3-1. So Stoke, Everton and Crystal Palace. If we didn't come away with a victory here, it would have been a real missed opportunity. We beat Man United 4-1 in the quarterfinals. 5th round, we beat Bristol City just after extra time as well. 4th round, we beat Forest 3-1. And the 3rd round, we just get past Birmingham 1-0. Carabao Cup, we get knocked out by Arsenal 2-1 away from home. Again, picking up against a Premiership team, which is always unfortunate. Did they go and win it? No, they lost on penalties to Liverpool. So we didn't lose to the eventual winners. And the Champions League, we didn't get out. Well, we got out the league phase. We didn't get past the knockout round. We're losing 5-3 to AC Milan, courtesy of a 4-1 victory for Milan in the end, in the second leg. So we were 2-1 up in there. Pity we couldn't go on to win that. So in the group stage, just qualified. 22nd, yeah, only just though, 4 points. 3 wins, Victoria Pleasant, Galatasaray and Sporting. We drew with Bayern and Dortmund, the 2 German sides. That's not too bad. But we lost to Celtic, Napoli and Man City. Virtual winners, Chelsea 2-0 over Inter. A final look at our squad then. How did they do? So 39 goals for Isaac, superb. Kowal, who's out on loan, 21-7, not bad for wherever he is. Gula, 12-19, 11-17 for Koku. The 2 Turkish lads doing really well this season. Gordon 10-8, Gomez 9-7, Makoko 6 in 5 starts, 16 off the bench. It's unfortunate we couldn't get him up to the levels of Isaac, but Isaac has been performing pretty well over the seasons. It would have been wrong just to take him out altogether. Having 2 of them up front, that could have been something going forward. Sarr looks absolutely superb as well. 5-7, 13 assists for Udogie, which is fantastic. Restes, who's out on loan, 57 conceded in 51. That's not bad. With 13 clean sheets, and our goalkeeper Ramsdale, 57 conceded in 56. I think that's been the main difference. We've been conceding about 20 to 30 goals more than that every season, so that's a massive improvement with 20 clean sheets as well. Just out of interest, money, it has gone down ever so slightly despite having a lot more in the bank. Staffing wise though, doesn't look too bad. The goalkeeping situation, yeah, we do need better coaches, although we're almost there, I feel. So just before we go, did we break any records? As we always do, let's have a look at the records. And let's quickly go through them. Did we break anything? Not yet. Apart from fewest league defeats, 3. That's the season just gone. That's our league winning season. Highest gate receipts, 1.65 against Arsenal in the Champions League phase. High scoring match, 5-4 against Palace. And high scoring league match as well. We did get most goals by player in the season. Isaac, 39. Highest average rating, Udogie, 7.32. Most assists by a player, 26 by Koku. Yes. Absolutely superb, and most clean sheets by Verbruggen as well. Most player of the match awards, Koku. Any sequences, most matches without scoring, one that we don't really want to talk about. And most matches without conceding 5, which isn't too bad either. And highest fee paid, we did break that record, £130 million from Ramsdale in the last season. And highest fee received, 133.375 for Bruno to Saudi Arabia that season to enable us to bring Ramsdale in. Here's something I haven't seen before, I've not really touched upon, but high scores. I'm assuming these are league results. 4-0 against Southampton was the highest this season. 5-0 against Bristol City season before. A 7-0 there against Larne in the Europa League in our second season, and 6-1 victory over Forest in the first season, as well as a one against Brentford as well. Most matches won in a row this last season, 9, which is fantastic. And most goals by a player in the season, look at that, every season. Isaac's getting there. Gordon did get one good season in as well. Most clean sheets in his season, you can have a look, see there as well. Verbruggen did get 3. Aaron Ramsdale just coming in. I'm sure he would get break that record next season. So that's where we're going to leave it. Our 5th Premiership title since 1927 was the last one. It's been 101 years since winning the last title. What a long time that is. The Europa League, we did win that one as well. first one since 1969. The Super Cup, our first ever in this rebuild. FA Cup, the first one since 1955. The Conference League, our first one as well. Community Shield, did we win that? We'll get into that next season, won't we, I guess. And we did win this European South American Club Challenge as well. But that's a very, very good challenge for this rebuild. I really did enjoy that. Finally coming good with winning all the European trophies. Unfortunately not the Champions League, but it wasn't to be. But winning the League and the FA Cup and the other European Cups. That's quite a good bonus in the end, and we're building quite a good youthful team here as well. So if you did enjoy that, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It is free to do so, and it is the best way to support us as well, and it will be greatly appreciated. And until the next rebuild, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.